Visual Basic includes a class called System.Math that has shared methods that are available to us in our programs to do some extended math operations. Now, a shared method is one that can be called without being part of an instance of the class. And we can reference any of the methods in System.Math by preceding the name of the method with math dot. So we call the class a dot and the method we want to use, and then in parentheses the arguments that we want the operation to perform on. So here are several that I use occasionally. And the first one is ABS, which gives us the absolute value of x. So the example here is math.abs minus 25 would return a positive 25. Ceiling gives us the lowest integer above the value. So in this case, ceiling of 4.2, that next highest integer value would be 5. Floor does just the opposite. So math.floor of 4.2 would return the highest integer below the value. So here we have the value of 4 is the integer just below 4.2. The round method rounds the double value down or up to the nearest integer. It'll round down if it's below 0.5, above if the decimal is above 0.5. But a little gotcha here, and that is if it is exactly 0.5 and then the whole number in front of the decimal point is even, it'll round it down. And if it's odd, it'll round it up. So math round of 6.5 rounds down to 6, but math round of 7.5 rounds up to 8. The truncate method simply removes the decimal value. In essence, it's converting it to the lower integer. So 12.43 as the argument for math.truncate returns a value of 12. The max value takes two arguments and returns the larger of the two. So here max of 17, 23 returns a 23. The min just does this the opposite. So math.min with 1723 would return 17. Pow is an exponentiation operation, just like our caret operator. But we can use math.pow, and here I'm passing it 6, 2. So the value 6 here is being squared. That second number is the exponent. And then there's the SQRT, or square root. So math.square root of 144 would return a value of 12. We can use these in mathematical expressions. So here I have dim hypotenuse as double equals math.square root. And the argument then inside the parentheses is math.pow, side A, 2. It's going to square side A, plus we're going to take side B and also square it using the math operator. And then taking the square root of all that gives us the value of hypotenuse. So it basically is the square root of a squared plus b squared, with hypotenuse being the length of side C of a right triangle. Dimming ABC as an integer equals math.round. Here we can take a double value, get rid of the decimal portion of it, and here I'm multiplying it by 100. So we can use these inside expressions. Now there are other methods besides these in the math.class. These are the ones that we might use in this course using just basic math operations. However, if you wanted to do some trigonometry or logarithmic exercises, there are methods for cosine, sine, and tangent, arc cosine, arc sine, and arc tangent, as well as the natural base e logarithm and the base 10 logarithm value. We've also seen there's math.pi, which gives us the value of pi. 3.14159, etc. Let's do some practice on the math class methods. I have here several variables, a, b, c, d, f, g, h, i, j, and k, each of which are being assigned values based on the math class methods. So the question is, what are the assigned values of those variables when this code is executed? Pause the video here, write down your answers, and then come back and check your answers against the solutions that follow. Here are the assigned values to those variables a through k. And I also created a little Visual Basic program just to verify that the solutions I had were correct, that those were what Visual Basic came up with, and they are indeed. If you just jumped into this video, You can see all the videos from the Programming Practicum playlist by clicking on the image in the lower right. And if you'd like to be alerted to future videos I create, you can click my picture in the top right to subscribe to the channel.